Hello and welcome to episode 7 of the Kansas Missing and Unsolved podcast. I'm Ricky Tebrugge, and joining me tonight again is Ashlie Duft with Missing in Kansas, Megan's Voice. How are you doing tonight, Ashlie? I can't hear you. I can't hear you, Ashlie. I'm seeing your mic is muted. There should be an unmute mic on your deal there. There you go. I think you got it now.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you now. How are you doing tonight? Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, there we go.
There we go.
Okay.
All right, tonight.
I'm good. How are you?
Doing all right. And we'll let everybody know real quick preview for next week. This coming Tuesday at 9 o'clock is going to be our 8th episode, and it actually falls on the 8-year anniversary of Kansas Missing and Unsolved. So we're going to try to do a few different things with that show that night. So stay tuned for that. How have things been going in Megan's search?
Good. I actually was out on a search today, and things are going well. No new updates, but had boots on the ground, so that's always a great day.
Good deal.
Yeah.
All right. Today we're going to cover one unsolved homicide case and 3 missing cases. And the first one, if we could get that up on screen, Sean D. Champlin and Tina Montoy. And this was up in Concordia, up near Concordia, Kansas, in a wooded area on October 19th, 1980. They were shot to death inside a car parked in a wooded area near Concordia, Kansas, sometime late that Saturday night or early Sunday morning. Several shots were fired into the car, and the person fled. Somebody that has not yet been identified but not forgotten, haven't been forgotten by their families and not by KBI. The KBI still has much of the evidence. They have the victim's clothing, the bullet fragments, likely from a .38 caliber or .357 caliber Magnum pistol. There have been hunches about the killer's identity, but not enough evidence that could be gathered to warrant an arrest. Investigators have spent thousands of hours talking to scores of people, family, friends, and others in the north central Kansas area, Nebraska, and even Texas. There's never been any arrest made, and nobody's been taken into custody. And yet the question still remains, who killed Sean and Tina? If anybody has any information regarding this crime, please call the KBI at 785-296-8200 or the Cloud County, Kansas Sheriff's Office at 785-243-3636. And I have not been able to actually locate photos of Sean and Tina yet. I'm still working on trying to do that so I can add those to the flyer. So if somebody can provide me with those, that would be a big help to me. Go ahead.
No, just this case, it baffles me that there's been nothing, no new leads, no anything. I mean, as far as what I could tell.
Yeah, I couldn't find anything either. I found a couple articles from around the time that it happened. One article I read stated they did actually make an arrest. I'm trying to remember what they said was the reason that it wasn't. I can't remember if there just wasn't enough evidence to make it stick or what the deal was on it.
Yeah.
But they did actually at one point have somebody in custody. Let's see, I'm trying to find that information again here. I have it. I just got to find it. Let's see here. I have copies of that old article. That's what I'm looking at right now. Just looking at that. Says lawmen located one suspect in a North Dakota jail, and then spent a great deal of time looking for his handgun in Florida. Let's see here. Another suspect vanished entirely in California. And this came from a Salina Journal, January 22nd or 29th, 1982 article. What this came from. Yeah, just a really bad, tragic case.
Well, and they just left the dance, and then I don't know exactly what they were going to do, I guess.
Yeah.
Before they going home from the dance, but that's sad.
But from all accounts of what I've read, it just, she was in college, and I believe he was still in high school, but he was 18. But they were, planning on going out that night, and apparently plans changed, and not sure exactly how they wound up where they were at, but
I thought they did go to the dance at Cloud County.
they might have for a little bit.
Okay.
I've read so many articles on it that I can't remember everything I read, but
Right.
yeah, just not sure how they wound up out there where they were found or anything like that, because they never told anybody that that's where they were going to go or anything.
Right.
But,
too bad.
yeah,
Hopefully.
It's been almost 40 years. I mean, hopefully talking about it and reviving it and getting it out here a little bit will help get people to talking about it again and maybe remember something that they hadn't remembered before. And hopefully,
I agree.
call in any little bits of information you guys may have, regarding this case, and maybe we can help get some new leads going.
Yep, or you can message the page if you don't want to call.
Mm-hmm.
You can even message anonymously.
Right.
Any little bit helps.
Yep, every little bit helps, even if you think it's, not all that big. It may be huge to investigators.
That's right.
Just never can tell.
Mm-hmm.
And you're going to cover the next case for us tonight. We're going to try something a little different here.
Okay, Gabriel or Gabe FOLLOWELL went missing from Olathe, Kansas on March 6, 2020. Gabriel is 17 years old. He is 5'4" and weighs approximately 135 pounds. He has brown hair and hazel eyes. If you have any information regarding Gabriel's disappearance or his whereabouts, please call Olathe Police Department at 913-971-7791 or KBI at 785-296-4017. And Gabe, if you're out there and you don't want to go home, just at least tell someone that you're safe.
Yeah, definitely.
You can reach out to us. We'll make sure that you're safe and sound. So if you're afraid to go home, we just want you safe.
Yep, definitely. This particular case was a request to be done because they were basically up against a brick wall on this one, out of ideas where he could be or where to look for him at, and they're hoping that this will generate some leads and information to help get him located.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. There's a lot of runaways, and I don't understand if it's just because of being restless because of the stay-at-home order or what the situation may be, but still, I don't know. It's hard to say.
Yeah, they might just be maybe feeling their oats a little bit too, because they're not done with school, but they're not
right.
Required to be physically at school. So
right.
Maybe they're
they're
to get out and about some more. Who knows?
Yeah. Yeah, right now they're doing a lot of online stuff with classes and things. That's what my kids have been doing is online stuff.
Yeah.
But at least find a way to reach out and let somebody know you're safe, Gabe.
Yes, please do. Yeah.
All right. Now there's the KansasCrimeStoppers.com website. If you can submit tips anonymously through them as well if you don't want to reveal who you are to anybody.
I apologize if y'all hear that chomping noise in the background. my dog eating, and she's the loudest eater ever. So
That's okay. That's all right. Not a problem. Mine's just laying here sleeping.
no, really.
Yep. Let's move on to the next one. This Zachary Michael Anderson went missing. He actually lived in Wichita, Kansas, but he was last seen in Topeka, Kansas, on January 10th, 2017. He was taken there after he was allowed to go to Prairie in May, Kansas. He was supposedly dropped off at the Ramada Inn in the 400 block of Southeast 6th Street in Topeka, but he never checked in there, and he's never been heard from again. His cell phone is no longer active, and his Facebook password has been changed. He would now be 31 years old. He was 27 when he went missing. He's between 5'9" and 6 foot. Has brown hair and hazel blue eyes. I guess it must be hazel with a little bit of blue in it. Has a tattoo that says Savannah on the right side of his neck. A tattoo of the initials ZMA on his left arm. A tattoo of ALA on the right side of his forearm. A tattoo of Take Money on the inside of his wrist, unknown which wrist it is. Tattoo of Tia on the inside of his right wrist, or inside of his wrist, unknown which wrist again. A tattoo of $2 signs on the back of his right hand. A tattoo of I'm not sure what this is exactly, a Bam Margera heartogram on lower abdomen. I'm not exactly sure what that is. A tattoo of a cross on the side of his rib cage, unknown which side. A prior tattoo of Savannah on his chest that had been covered up with a skull-like image, and a black ship which was never completed. If you have any information regarding his disappearance, or you know of his whereabouts, you can call the Wichita, Kansas Police Department at 316-268-4111, or the Topeka, Kansas Police Department at 785-368-9247, or 785-368-9551, or 785-368-9200, or the KBI at 785-296-4017. And you'll notice on the right side of that flyer there's some images of a few of his tattoos, mainly the ones on his arms and his hand, and the Savannah tattoo on his chest prior to it being covered up. And you can see the one on the side of his neck there, and a couple of his other pictures there. But there again, if you have any information, no matter how small that you may think it might be, please don't hesitate to call investigators and report that, because it might be something huge to them. Oh, okay. That's what that tattoo would be. Okay. Thank you for showing us that. I appreciate that. All right. I did not know what that tattoo was.
Yeah, I couldn't quite tell either. But yeah, if you have any information about Zachary, he has a young daughter, and just like I was telling you earlier, Ricky, I watched a Christmas video of him and his daughter, and I don't recall what year it was, but it's heartbreaking. She needs her daddy. So
yeah, definitely.
Any information, please message us, call KDI.
Yes, don't hesitate. Yeah. And there again, there's those pictures of the tattoos, and you can see the one on the side of his neck, especially in the photo in the center there. You can see it really good. And there again, if you want to go to kansascrimestoppers.com to report anything you might know anonymously, you can do that as well. There's KBI's number again for you. Let's help bring Zachary home.
Yes, please.
All right. And on to the next one. Kitty, you're very welcome. God bless you as well.
Oh, hi, Sue. Okay, our next one, Anthony Brown. Anthony Brown went missing from Overland Park, Kansas on October 22nd of 2019. Anthony is 15 years old. He is 5'10" and weighs approximately 130 pounds. He has brown hair and brown eyes. If you have any information regarding Anthony's disappearance or you know his whereabouts, please call the Overland Park, Kansas Police Department at 913-895-6300 or KBI at 785-296-4017. And Anthony, if you don't want to go home, if you don't feel safe for whatever circumstance or whatever the reason may be, at least let someone know that you're safe and sound, please.
Yes, please do that.
We've got
And again,
so
no
many
matter-
runaways. Just like,
I was just texting a detective right before we went on tonight, and he's going to send me something to do tomorrow. So I'll be busy in the morning before I go to work.
oh gosh. Yeah. Yeah, we need these kids to at least let someone know that they're safe and sound. We never know the circumstances around their home life and what have you. So if they don't feel comfortable or don't feel safe going home, we understand, but at least let someone know that you're safe and we can assist you in that.
Yeah, definitely.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Yeah, there's just here recently been so many runaways, and I'm just trying to figure out why the sudden surge in runaways. I don't quite understand it. Like I said, I don't know if it's just restlessness because of stay-at-home order. Is there stuff going on at home? I mean,
Right.
I don't know.
I don't know. Maybe a combination
I wish
of
they
both. Who knows? But we
I
need
wish
these kids safe.
Yeah, they just need to be in a safe location, where they're out of any potential bad weather or anything like that,
Right.
where they can be, where everybody knows they're safe and sound.
Great.
Yeah. But let's see if we can't get one more on there. I'm sending it to our producer in our little group chat. Because there's one more that's just been nagging at me in the back of my mind that I really need to get out there, and it's really kind of bothered me all day long, and I wished I would have thought to add it on the lineup sooner. And it's a young lady that is missing out of Wellington, Kansas, and see if we can't get her flyer up there. Are we going to be able to get that on the screen, or?
This one just makes my stomach turn.
Yeah, it's a young lady named Hannah Walters that's missing from Wellington. She's 17. She went missing on April 16th between 1 and 1:30 in the morning. Believe that she's been seen in the city of Butler, Missouri. She may have also been in the Nevada, Missouri area within the last 3 to 4 days around April 19th or 20th. There is no vehicle description or information available at this time. It is believed that Hannah may be with 45-year-old Kenneth Kenny Wayne Jones, and that they're trying to get to Tennessee or Florida. My understanding is there is a prior incident where she had ran with him before, and was actually caught. They actually caught up with him the last time in Mississippi. It was the last I had heard on that one, but this is a new incident. I had been in contact with detective in Wellington, so I know this is a current situation here. But again, she's 17. She's 5'7", weighs 120 pounds, has blonde hair, or blonde or strawberry hair, and blue eyes. If anybody has any information regarding her disappearance or of her whereabouts, please call the Wellington, Kansas Police Department at 620-326-2884, or the Lynn County, Kansas Sheriff's Office at 913-795-2665, or the KBI at 785-296-4017. That really bothers me. I'm going to be a little blunt here, and hopefully some of the terms I'm going to use don't offend too many people, but first and foremost, a 45-year-old man has no business running off with a 17-year-old girl, for one. And he needs to be thinking with the head on his shoulders and not the head between his legs. Excuse my bluntness, but that's how I feel about it.
Absolutely.
It just really bothers me, and I hope they do find her safe and get her back home to where she needs to be. And honestly, I do hope that he's charged in some form or fashion, because this, like I said, this apparently is a repeat thing. So they need to do something to put a stop to it.
Was he not charged the first time?
I don't know for sure. I haven't heard on that one whether he was or not. If he was, he didn't learn.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. And some of these younger girls, they just are. They're, we all go through vulnerable stages in our lives. She's 17. She's at a very vulnerable state. And he's, what is he, 45?
Yeah, he's 45.
Right? Yeah. So he needs to leave her alone. He needs to just take her back home, let her get back home, however that may be. She needs to get back home, and then he needs to stay the heck away from her.
Right. Sad thing.
And he definitely needs to be charged, that's for sure.
I'm seeing discouraging comments under her flyer that I posted earlier after I had added his information to it, stating that being she's 17 and by Kansas statute, age of legal consent, legally nothing can be done. And that I'm not 100% sure on. And there's also suggestions that when she turns 18, she's going to do it again.
And that could
very well be.
Right. We're just bringing this information to people, and we're voicing our personal opinions.
Yeah.
And but all we can hope is that she gets home safe and sound, and that she mentally grows up enough so that she does not do it again. And I don't mean that in a mean way. I'm just saying that she's the 17-year-old child. She's still a child.
Yeah. And sadly, it seems like this happens more frequently than most people realize. There was here several years ago, I don't know if you remember, down in El Dorado, Kansas, was a 12-year-old girl that was communicating with an adult male in Canada. And he actually drove from Canada down to El Dorado, picked her up, and by the time they tracked them down, I think they made it to Wisconsin, I believe it was. And apparently he picked her up with the sole purpose of wanting to have sex with her.
Right.
The last I heard, he's still sitting in prison, which is where he needs to be.
Good. Absolutely. Good.
I just don't get these adult males thinking it's okay to do this with 12, 13, 14, 15, 16-year-old girls. I just don't get it. It just blows my mind.
I don't either.
Tell you, anybody tried that with my daughter? Oh boy,
no.
It would not go well.
Yeah.
But anyway, are we ready to do some recapping? Okay.
Yes.
All right, Sean Champlin and Tina Montoy again. Let's see, were found shot to death on October 19th, 1980 inside a car parked in the wood area near Concordia, Kansas, sometime late that Saturday night or early the following Sunday morning. They were killed by someone who fired several shots and fled. Somebody unidentified but not forgotten, not by their families and not by the KBI. KBI still has much of the evidence, the victim's clothing, the bullet fragments, likely from a .38 or a .357 Magnum. There have been hunches about the killer's identity, but not enough evidence could be gathered to warrant an arrest. Investigators have spent thousands of hours talking to scores of people, family, friends, and others in this north central Kansas area, as well as Nebraska and Texas. Nobody's been arrested. Nobody's been taken into custody. And yet the question remains, who killed Sean Champlin and Tina Montoy? And actually, you could add another question on there, and that is why.
Right.
Why were they killed? I mean, did they see something they shouldn't have, or stumble onto something they shouldn't have? I mean, who knows? But if you have any information regarding this crime, please call the Kansas Bureau of Investigation at 785-296-8200 or the Cloud County, Kansas Sheriff's Office at 785-243-3636. And again, no matter how small you think your information might be, it could be, tremendously huge to law enforcement. So please, please, please call it in or go to the Kansas Crime Stoppers website and you can report it anonymously there. And hopefully, again, I'm also going to say, I'd like to be able to find good pictures of Sean and Tina to add to the flyer as well. If somebody help me with that, that would be great. And now if we want to move on to Gabriel. Yeah, go ahead. Let you take that, Ashlie.
Gabriel or Gabe FOLLOWELL went missing from Olathe, Kansas on March 6th of this year. Gabriel is 17 years old. He is 5'4" and weighs 135 pounds. Has brown hair and hazel eyes. If you have any information regarding where Gabe could possibly be, please call the Olathe, Kansas Police Department at 913-971-7791 or KBI at 785-296-4017. And again, Gabe, if you are watching or if a friend of yours is watching, please reach out to someone just to let us know that you're safe and sound. If you need anything, a private message, Kansas Missing and Unsolved, or our search group page, which is Missing in Kansas, Megan's Voice, just please let someone know that you're safe and sound. We're here to help.
Yes, please definitely do that. And again, too, if we could get that website up for the runaway website again that we had last week, if we could get that up on there again, that would be good too.
Mm-hmm.
It was a 1-800-runaway.com or something like that.
I think so.
I want to make sure we include that too. All right, we'll move on to the next one, which was Zachary Michael Anderson, who lived in Wichita but went missing from Topeka on January 18th, 2017. He was brought to Topeka after he was denied entry at the Prairie Bend Casino in Mayetta, Kansas. He was supposedly dropped off at the Ramada Inn in the 400 block of Southeast 6th Street, but he never checked in and has never been heard from again. His cell phone's no longer active, and his Facebook password has been changed. He was 27 when he went missing. He'd be 31 now. He's between 5'9" and 6 foot tall. He weighed between 170 and 175 pounds, brown hair and blue hazel eyes. He had a tattoo that says Savannah on the right side of his neck, a tattoo of the initials ZMA on his left arm, a tattoo of ALA on the right side of his forearm, a tattoo of Take Money on the inside of his wrists, unknown which wrists, a tattoo of Tia on the inside of his wrist, a tattoo of $2 signs on the back of his right hand, a tattoo of a Bam Margera heartogram on the lower abdomen, a tattoo of a cross on the side of his rib cage, unknown which side, a prior tattoo of the name Savannah on his chest that had been covered up with a skull-like image, and a black ship that was not completed. If you have any information regarding Zachary's disappearance or you know of his whereabouts, please call the Wichita, Kansas Police Department at 316-268-4111 or the Topeka, Kansas Police Department at 785-368-9247 or 785-368-9551 or 785-368-9200 or the KBI at 785-296-4017. And again, you can go to the Kansas Crime Stoppers website, kansascrimestoppers.com to submit tips there anonymously as well.
Yeah. Something I just remembered, and I if I'm remembering this incorrectly, then please correct me, but I believe that I read that Zach has seizures and he's without his medication. Do you remember anything about that?
I'm not sure on that. We can sure check on it, and I can sure try to add that to his flyer in there somewhere. There's a lot of information on there.
Yeah, I know it.
But if that is accurate, that's important to know, yes.
I can ask Dad. He usually watches
Okay.
And yeah, if anybody knows where Zach is, we need him to be brought home safe. He has a daughter that needs her daddy and a family that loves him, so we need him to be brought home safe.
My question though is if he was supposedly dropped off at that hotel, who dropped him off there?
I know, I don't know which friend. It was a
I
friend,
don't either.
because he was just out of town with buddies.
Yeah.
I'll reach out to Dad and I'll ask him.
Okay. I'm just curious as to, did he see Zachary go into the hotel? Did he not?
Right.
I mean, I'm just curious because I've never seen any information as far as that goes on that deal.
Mhm. I
Whether or
haven't
not
seen
he
it.
was seen going in or walked
Right.
away from the hotel or whatever he did.
Right. I agree. I haven't seen that either.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But hopefully we can help generate some information there.
Hope so. Yes.
And actually, if you want to tackle Anthony Brown.
Okay, Anthony Brown went missing from Overland Park, Kansas on October 22nd of 2019. Anthony is 15 years old. He is 5'10" and weighs 130 pounds. He has brown hair and brown eyes. If you have any information regarding Anthony's disappearance or you know of his whereabouts, please call the Overland Park, Kansas Police Department at 913-895-6300 or KBI at 785-296-4017. Anthony, if you're watching or you have a friend that's watching, please just let someone know that you're safe and sound.
Yes, definitely do that.
Yeah, we need everyone to come home.
Mm-hmm.
But these kids, they need, if they don't feel safe at home, if they don't feel comfortable, they at least need to get a hold of somebody to let them know that they're safe, and then we can assist them and I don't even know, just making sure that they feel safe and comfortable and whatnot. So we don't need these kids out there roaming the street. Too dangerous.
Very dangerous. You just never know what you're going to run into out there.
Right.
All right, and let's cover Hannah Walters one more time. And she's missing from Wellington, Kansas since April 16th. So just about a week. 17 years old. She's 5'7", 120 pounds, blonde or strawberry hair and blue eyes. She went missing between 1 and 1:30 in the morning. It's believed that she's been seen in the city of Butler, Missouri, and she may have also been in the Nevada, Missouri area within the last 3 to 4 days, sometime between the 19th and 20th. We don't have any vehicle description or information available at this time. It's believed that she may be with 45-year-old Kenneth Kenny Wayne Jones, whose pictures are up there on the right there, and they're trying to get to either Tennessee or Florida. As I mentioned earlier, she's ran with him before, and the last time they tracked him down in Mississippi. Again, she's 17 years old, 5'7", 120 pounds, blonde or strawberry hair and blue eyes. If you have any information regarding Hannah's disappearance, if you know of her whereabouts, please call the Wellington, Kansas Police Department at 620-326-2884 or the Lynn County, Kansas Sheriff's Office at 913-795-2665 or the KBI at 785-296-4017. And again, no matter how small your information may seem to you, it may be huge to law enforcement. So please don't hesitate to call it in. Or you could go to the Kansas Crime Stoppers website and submit your information there anonymously if you'd rather go that route as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Hannah, come on, please. Let's think about this. You're out there with someone who is more than likely close to your father's age, if not maybe even a little older. So, we need you to be safe, and you're not in a safe position with this gentleman, I don't feel. My own personal opinion.
Yeah. And it can't be a safe situation.
No.
Can't be. And hopefully they catch up to him again and get her brought back home, and
And then hopefully she
hopefully
stays there.
hopefully they can track her down. Hannah was possibly seen in Butler, where our assistant Nicole Shaley Mallet went missing, trying to help find her too. Yes, I planned on doing Nicole's case on the show tonight as well. And then I had got a message from Nicole's mom and called her and got some more information from her. So I'm going to redo her flyer and see if we can't feature it in an upcoming show. I definitely want to do that though.
Yeah, we will.
Yeah, I spoke with Nicole's mom for just shy of 2 hours this afternoon, so I got a lot of information from her on what was going on with that case. And I also got some more information. I watch a YouTube channel called Lord and Arts, and he did a show yesterday. It was almost an hour-long show he devoted to Nicole yesterday. It was a really good show. All right. Do we have any comments we need to look at, and any suggestions in the comments or anything like that tonight?
I don't know.
Here. Like I said, this coming Tuesday's show on the 28th, I think it is. Yep, 28th will be our 8-year anniversary here at Kansas Missing and Unsolved. So we're going to try to do some different things that we haven't quite done before and see how that goes. But I mean, I can't believe it's been 8 years since I've been doing this.
Amazing.
It's definitely been a labor of love, I will tell you that. Definitely.
Yeah.
You know, I've often said, and I still will say, that I feel God's led me to this, and is proof positive every day. I see proof positive every day that He has, and I'm grateful for that.
Great.
Yeah, and He keeps bringing more people into. He brought our producer to. He brought us together to get this going, and you're helping with it now. And yeah, there we go. He put up there any cases we'd like us to cover. And I've got several in the back of my mind that I would really like to cover. I would like to cover Colton Barreras. We kind of touched on that one earlier today.
Yep.
I'd also like to cover Catherine Adams, Randy Leach's, Mary Lang. These are all missing person cases. There's just so many. But yeah, those are just a few of some I do want to do.
Yep.
What's her name? Jackie Scales down in Wichita I would like to do.
Yes. Boy, that's been a long time.
Yeah. It has. Definitely has. I know the Leaches are desperately trying to find answers on Randy's case and find out what's going on with that. And I hope they can find the answers they're looking for before they pass on, because I know they've tried real hard. They've sued the police department to try to get them to open up the files, and that hasn't gone well, and things of that nature. So, but I do want to cover his case on an upcoming show at some point.
Too bad.
Is there any cases you'd like to see us cover, Ashlie?
Oh gosh, I have a lot in my mind.
Oh yeah, there's I really, when I started this, I didn't really think there was that many, but as time has gone on and more things have opened up, I've discovered there's a lot.
There is. Yeah. I know. We're kind of taking on Nicole's case a little bit. I'm not sure how helpful we're going to be able to be in Nicole's case.
There's a lot of obstacles in that one.
There are a lot of obstacles, but we're going to work through some of those. But then another case that our search group is going to take on is Charles McHenry out of Great Bend. He went missing just a few months after Megan did. Right.
Yep, I'm familiar with this case. Yeah.
That's one that we're going to be taking on.
I think we covered him in one of our earlier episodes. I think we did. I'm not sure. I'll have to go back and look, but I thought we did.
I don't remember.
We'll have to look. If not, we will. Because his is one that definitely needs some answers in his case as well.
His
Yeah.
his is kind of like Megan's in the sense of there's not a firm last known location. So
Right.
those are always so difficult for us when we go searching because there he is.
Yeah, there he is.
Mhm.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. One of the last
So,
things I remember on his case was he was last seen. I can't remember if he was driving or a passenger in a black car.
mhm.
One of the last things I remember on him. But yeah,
Yeah.
not a positive location on that.
No. Yeah, I know that I don't know 100%, but I was reading that they found the vehicle and, possibly some evidence in there. I'm not sure. I really just need to dig into it a lot more than what I have so far.
Yeah. Yeah. I think Charlie Project has a lot of good information on their website, charlieproject.org.
Mhm.
I think she has a lot of good information on his case on there. She does a lot of deep dives and deep searches on when she puts cases up there.
Right. Yeah,
Yeah. Hopefully we can help get some of these people brought home
I agree.
and get some information generated on Sean and Tina's case, and
Mhm.
hopefully lead them in a direction to find out who did this to them.
Yeah. Yeah. Any time is too long, but that's been what, 40
Yeah.
years or close
Yeah,
to
40
it.
years. Yeah,
Mhm.
close to 40.
Yeah.
So it was 1980s, so depending on the time, let's see, it was October, I believe it was. So yeah, it'll be 40
Yeah.
years in October.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I'm
Yep, it'll be 40
excited
years
that
in October.
you're having your 8-year anniversary next week.
Mm-hmm.
It's exciting stuff.
I'm gonna
Something positive.
I'm gonna make a special graphic for that.
Oh yeah.
I try to do that for anniversaries, and whenever we reach a new page like milestone, I try to do one for that too. And
Mhm.
it's not to do it to brag or anything. It's just to thank everybody for the support and for the
Absolutely.
shares and the likes and
Mhm.
everything, because it means a lot to me and to what we do, and to have all that support and people behind us like that.
Yeah. No, I agree.
Yeah.
I
I
agree.
never would have imagined that this page would have taken off like it has when I started it. I never would have imagined. It just blows my mind.
It's done well.
Because I thought,
It's done really well.
well, it's just a page about Kansas. I mean, how popular is that really going to be? Yeah, but
Yeah.
it has really blown me away, and I'm really grateful and appreciative, and I don't mind being wrong. I really don't. You know.
That's good.
Yeah. But anyway, thank you everybody for joining us tonight, and hopefully we will see you all back here again this Tuesday. And stay safe and have a great weekend, and we will talk to you Tuesday night.
Thank you. Bye, y'all.
Well, I don't think it, I thought it, that's different. I said what I said and I meant it, or lamented. Words given weight without thought in a person, the way that I talk and the way that I ought to be able to pause and to say that the fault can be placed on my arms, to display for assault, to disgrace in this arm. Pray for the day they could wait for the calm. You can't control the storm, only weather it, whether it's 5 weeks and 5 days of rain sideways, or scorched earth, search for death or water left with all the